come spend the day with me. This is a weekday, so I'm working today. 4:30, the alarm goes off. And obviously, the first thing that happens is Rip gets all the love and good mornings and how did you sleep? Little rubs. He loves morning time. So head into the bathroom and I do just kind of my morning skincare routine. So I brush my teeth, of course. First thing, I don't know. I almost feel like I should do this after I drink coffee in the morning, but I can't wait. So it's the first thing I do. I tongue scrape and then we go into skincare. So I've been using these Medicube pads and I will link all the products if I show, what I show in this vlog. I'll link in the description box, but I've been using this Sika one, if I'm saying that right, in the mornings, and I will just rub that all over my face, all over my neck, on my chest, as best I can, with a shirt on, but just trying to kind of refresh from the night. I shower usually in the evening. Sometimes I'll take a second shower in the morning, but just need a refresh. Going in with a vitamin C serum that's plumb near close to being done. So I'll need to get something new out of my skincare stash soon to use, but I will put that all over my face and neck and chest. I haven't been very good in the past about focusing on my neck as far as any sort of skincare, but I've been trying to do better with that. And so I just got this new firming neck cream. Now, I don't really have a lot of sagginess in my neck or anything, but using this more as a preventative, that way my neck just stays nice and moisturized and hopefully firm. I love the texture of this cream. It is incredibly thick and I just feel like it's uber moisturizing. So twice a day after my night shower, then obviously in the morning, I'm putting that all over my neck and chest just to help prevent anything and keep my neck where it is. For face moisturizer, I'm using the Bath and Body Works Hydrating Face Cream. Nothing to write home about, but it is a pretty decent just daytime moisturizer. And I have to say, watching yourself do skincare back on video, I am aggressive. Like, Alexis, you need to chill out a little bit. So, I'm not pressing hard, but as I was watching this back, editing it, I was thinking, girl, you are a little bit intense. So then I've got this Tula kind of brightening eye balm that I put under my eyes for the mornings. And then my last step, of course, is sunscreen. So I love this one from La Roche-Posay. And I was facing the camera to show you just how seamlessly this blends into your skin. So it just melts into your skin and you don't have any sort of white cast left behind. And here's a sneezing fit. It goes great under makeup as well. So really recommend that product. Rip is outside running around, so I'm gonna get him clean water. We've got a dental stick. He loves this right when he comes in. And then his food, we do a mix of Farmer's Dog and Purina Pro Plan. He gets pumpkin every morning and he gets blueberries. All right, got our Pike Place roast, our fall mug. So while that's starting to brew, I'm gonna add in a scoop of the First Form collagen. Usually I add it, if I can do this one hand, right to the cup. That way it starts getting everywhere. It starts dissolving. So I'll put the coffee right on top of it. So now I head into my wax beauty room and I start getting ready. You can see my wax piled up in this room. You guys, it's a problem. If you watched my last goals update video, I talk about how I moved everything out of other bedrooms and into this room, even if I had to just stack it like this so that I could see it and it would be motivational for me to be able to, visualize how much I have. So that is where we are at. This is definitely the hardest part of my morning because at this point in the morning, Rip's chewing on something there for a second, but then he gets real hyped up. He wants me to play with him. He's sitting, he's barking at me. And I have to tell him, like, I got to go make money. Mom has to go make money. So I have to get ready. So my makeup and hair routine in the morning is normally fairly chaotic because I am trying to get myself ready, but then deal with him too. So I am only showing just a little bit of my process, but I normally do my makeup first. And I've definitely been going for a lighter look as much as I can. For one, I think in the summer when it's so hot, I don't want a ton of makeup caked on. And at the same time, just wanting that more natural face, and it doesn't take me as long to put my makeup on in the morning when I do that. So see me adding some foundation, I'll put on some concealer, do my brows, a little bit of powder, eyeshadow, mascara, blush, bronzer, lip, setting spray. That is my routine. We'll move on to my hair, which I'll show here in just a second. But, every morning is different. It just kind of depends on what I need to do. A lot of mornings after I get my hair and makeup done is when I will film videos. So if you can see the window, there's the curtains behind me. There's a window there. And a lot of times it is pitch black out and I am filming videos. So I usually have, 30 minutes of downtime or so in between when I absolutely have to kind of finish getting ready as well as leaving and everything. And so I will try to film something if I can, but I'm not doing that today. But yeah, routine just changes based on the day. So as you can see, my makeup is done and I'm starting on my hair. I straighten my hair pretty much every single day. I don't know what else to do with it. I've never been good with hair. I definitely need to maybe spend more time kind of learning how to curl it or learning how to give myself, what are those called? Where you like smooth your hair out with the hair dryer. Why am I blanking on what that term is? But you know what I mean? Using the hair dryer to a blowout. Is that right? I think that's the right word. That's the right terminology. But just to kind of tame the frizziness and stuff. So I will straighten my hair and we will call it a day. And here is the finished look. Then I'm moving on to making my bed and kind of cleaning up my room. I did get dressed for the day as well, as you can see, but I hadn't made my bed yet, getting the blinds open, all of that. I try my best to make my bed every single day because, for one, it makes your room and your space just look nicer. But two, it is so much better at night and so much more comfortable and cozy and satisfying to get into your bed that's made and everything is kind of crisp and the sheets are tucked in the way they're supposed to, instead of trying to get into bed at night and things are chaotic from when you got up in the morning. So I've been trying to make my bed every day best I can just so that my nighttime experience is better. And like I said, I think it just makes your house look a little bit more put together. So I'll tuck everything in. I'll turn the overhead light on, get my lamp off, everything like that, get the blinds open, and just kind of straighten up the bedroom a little bit. So I think I'm going to change the wax in the house. Normally I do it after work, but I'm going to be home later today than I normally am, about an hour later. then I'm going to the gym, I'm taking Rip on a walk, etc. So I picked out 4 citrusy Scentsy bars that are in my collection that are pretty strong, that I think would be good because I think that they will last. So I've got strawberries and sunshine. We've got everlasting gobstopper from the Willy Wonka collection, ruby nectarine, and then sunshine mango. So all of these are pretty strong in general. So I think that they will last the course of the day. And that way when I come home today, I can probably still smell the wax, at least I'm hopeful, and then I won't have to worry about changing it. I do the cotton ball method. So where you just stick a couple cotton balls, you guys can see this warmer just a little bit, in a warmer. You let it soak up, and then I'll put 2 pieces of a clam in there. So I'm gonna do 1 bar in the kitchen, 1 bar in the living room, 1 bar in my wax room, 1 bar in my bedroom. Rip appearance. So if this is your first time here and you're like, what the heck are you doing? Why are you changing wax? What's wax? I am a Scentsy consultant, so Scentsy wax bars. I sure love anything that smells good. I love a home that smells good. I think there's something very calm and soothing and cozy and just inviting about a home that smells really, really great. And so I use a lot of home fragrance products, including Scentsy, and I am a Scentsy consultant. So my link to my website's always in the description box. You can reach out to me via email, on Facebook Messenger, on Instagram. If you need any help, let me know. I'm here to help. But I did these 4 bars, and I have a wax inventory spreadsheet so I know how much of any one scent I have. So before I put these in my empties bin to film an empties video, I come sit at my desk and I'm going to take them out of my spreadsheet. So I have a whole video on this I will link above, but I'll go to my Scentsy tab and let's see. I finished off a new ruby nectarine, an everlasting gobstopper. That was my only bar of everlasting gobstopper, so hopefully I don't absolutely love it. Strawberries and sunshine from the Mother's Day collection, and then sunshine mango. My only bar of sunshine mango as well, but I think this one's in the current catalog, so if I end up liking it, at least in the hour or so that I smell it here this morning, I can always get more. It smells almost like fresh squeezed orange juice. Red mango, pineapple, and orange. Yeah, I get like a fresh squeezed orange juice. So this is very citrusy heavy. I have a feeling I'll be smelling this for like 2 or 3 days before I have to change it, but at least I don't have to worry about it later this evening. So it is 5:40. Now what I normally do, I leave for work at 6:30. I'll do 2 things. For one, I have my Bible that I am reading every single day, or at least trying to, if I can get it. Come on. It's too far away. Here we go. To the best of my ability. I have got my trusty pens and highlighters. I've got my little devotional like reading plan that I have been working on. I should show you. This is the year in the Bible, and it tells you different things to read every day and kind of some devotional type material. So today is a hefty read. It's Isaiah 1 through 6, so 6 chapters. So I needed to do that today. I'll try to do that this morning. And then the other thing I try to do in the morning is read some sort of self-improvement book. Just slowly. I'm not doing anything super quick. So I picked this one up from the library yesterday. I'm currently reading the 75 Hard book by Andy Frisella, and I've got my bookmark in there. But I grabbed this one from the library yesterday, and I might start reading a little bit on this. It's not a very big book, but it's Heal Your Anxious Attachment. Release past trauma, cultivate secure relationships, and nurture a deeper sense of self. So I'm really into improving myself. I've been that way for a long time. I always think you should work to improve yourself. That's very, very important to me. And you'll see later, today I'm going to therapy. Today's a Wednesday. Wednesdays are my therapy days. Especially in the last few months, I've really put in some hard work. I've been reading a lot more self-improvement books just to try to work on a few things that I have noticed about myself. I think you guys should do that too. I think if there's anything that you feel like you need to work on, put in the effort and do it. So I think I'm gonna start reading a little bit of that. I also got from the library while I was there a book on like food and America's food obsession, like food addiction, which I thought would be an interesting read. This is a bigger book, but I might try to read that next after I read this anxious attachment one. And I own the 75 Hard book, so I can kind of read that in between. So if Rip will go sit outside with me, I think I'm gonna take some time and read a little bit of this and go do my Bible study and drink the rest of my coffee. I've heated my coffee up like 3 times this morning. Really like to do this outside if I can. One, so he can run around and enjoy the yard a little bit. I get the fresh air. It is so nice out right now. The weather, especially in the morning, is so beautiful. And as it starts to get more into the heat of the summer, the weather is going to take a turn and get hot. So I'm gonna start with my, shaking the camera, with my Heal Your Anxious Attachment reading and just enjoy this windy but very cool morning. Well, okay, the first sentence in this book, it's a quote. You are not broken in need of fixing. You are deeply hurt in need of care. I love that. I love that. Moved back inside because Rip had no interest in being outside anymore, but I at least got my book read. Now we're going to move on to the Bible. So like I said, the reading today is Isaiah 1 through 6. So we'll see. The chapters look pretty short. They're short sentences, so we will start that. Okay, so I finished the 6 chapters. Definitely pushing it on time a little bit. So I'm gonna mark in my book here that I did the reading for today. I also keep track on my computer all the books of the Bible that I've read, and so eventually I hope to read all of them. So I'm gonna fill in the spots for Isaiah 1 through 6. And then tomorrow's reading is Matthew chapters 1 and 2. So normally I put my bookmark there just so I am ready to go for tomorrow. But Isaiah 1 through 6, so it really was about the fact that we have failed God. You guys can't see me anymore. I'm showing you my Bible. The fact that we have failed God so many times, and he's asked us why, and he still forgives us. I think that was kind of my main takeaway of those chapters. That, you know, we just continuously fail God, but yet he continues to forgive us. So I've really been enjoying this Bible study. Put my stickers back, put all these away. Yeah, it's been a good start to the mornings each morning. And normally, I mean, that took me about 20 minutes just because of how big that reading was, but normally they're pretty quick because they're only a couple of chapters. So it's 6:15. I have to get moving, so I'm gonna put my shoes on and I'll quickly show you my protein shake that I'm making for the car, and we're gonna get out of here. Okay, got my lunch, got my water, and I'm making my protein shake. This is incredibly easy. Doing the Fairlife milk, I don't know, that's about 12 ounces. I also have some ice in there. And then a scoop of the First Form Level 1 milk chocolate. Just gonna blend that up in my magic bullet here, put that in a to-go container, and that's ready for my drive to work. That's like my breakfast right now. I'm gonna give you my life advice here. I always take Rip's collar off when I'm leaving or when we are sleeping. I have seen so many horror stories online of dogs that were home alone and their collar got snagged on something and they really hurt themselves or passed because they couldn't breathe. So his collar always comes off before I leave and when we sleep at night. So I don't know. I would suggest maybe considering doing the same if you have a dog, just to avoid any potential accidents. But that is coming off and I'm gonna head out the door. Obviously, I'm not gonna be filming while I'm at work, so I will see you guys in like 9 hours. Hi, buddy. Oh my goodness. Hello. Hello. Did you have a good day? Oh, you want your belly rubbed. Oh my goodness. Oh, everybody's gonna love seeing you, so cute. Did you have a good day? Okay, so obviously I am home. You saw Rip. It's 4:45 on the dot. He's eating now. I have a couple of things I have to get done tonight for sure. I need to eat dinner myself here. I need to go to the gym. I need to take Rip on a walk. I need to water my plants outside. And I have laundry that's been sitting in the dryer since yesterday. So I need to get that out and fold it. That's 5 things. Eat, meal prep, gym, walk, laundry. Let's start with meal prep. And I'm definitely hungry now, but I'll kind of work up a little bit of an appetite, I guess. All right, this is like the quickest thing I've ever done, but that's what I needed today. Meatballs. They are frozen solid right now, but between sitting in the fridge and thawing, and then when it comes time to heat it up to eat, they're perfect. Jasmine rice, broccoli and cauliflower mixture, roasted corn. I did literally all of this in the microwave. Not ideal. I prefer to cook on the stove, but it's already late. For me, at least, it's 5 o'clock. I go to bed at 8, you guys, to get up, as early as I do. So glad this is done. I'm heating up some dinner now, and we'll sit outside and eat for a bit. Okay, while my dinner cools a little bit, let me show you my plants. So I've got tomatoes, and I've got a couple of them here. But look at this zucchini, you guys. Look. Oh my gosh, I'm getting zucchini. Here's another one. I hope that it sticks here. What do you think, Rip? And I got a cute puppy. So I got the plants watered. I did not film doing that, but what time is it? 5:06. We're gonna sit down and eat and then take Rip for a walk. This is the First Form Megawatt. Then for my post-workout, Formula 1 watermelon, ignition, creatine. So we took a 30-minute walk. And I always feel so guilty leaving him especially when I've left for, the day to go to work. But my dad watches Rip a lot during the day. And so he watched Rip from like 6:30 to 12:30 today. So Rip really hasn't been alone very much of this day. So I have to give myself some grace and realize that taking care of me is important too. And, he's the first priority. He gets taken care of first. He gets fed, we go on a walk, whatever. But then it's time for me to take care of me. And that's okay. So I've been trying to give myself that grace, especially because he hasn't been alone all day. He's been with my dad for a good chunk of, the morning / into the afternoon. So I have been feeling better, but I definitely still feel sad when I leave. I hate leaving him alone. I don't know. It's hard to balance doing everything that I need to do just as far as a life perspective sometimes, and make sure that he is not alone for very long, because that's very important to me. I don't want to leave him. I'm going to shake the whole camera. I don't want to leave him alone. So I'm going to chug this pre-workout and then get on my way to the gym. Yeah, I'm not doing laundry tonight. It's already 7 o'clock. Going home, taking a shower, and going to bed. So I'm gonna end this vlog here. Hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me on a work day, typical day in my life. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.